spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. The scene a short time ago. This crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now Franks off the bootleg here. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. This defense for the Vikings, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 29.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Franks, 3rd down from the gun. That's out to the flat for Akers. Oh, some strong running. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd down. Here's an option right. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now Franks. Touchdown! Adam Troutman. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Now Jones. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Hassan Reddick. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing Jones. There's Jefferson to pull that in. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Second down at 5. Back to throw. Jones. Complete. Jefferson the target. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there on the catch and run. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Cook. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They'll run for it with Cook. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Pettis now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. comes in. This might be a free play. And he's got his target, Harris. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already have what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. Room to run again. Touchdown, L.A. Cam Akers. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams have taken the lead. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
Now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Franks steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they got into a sea of defenders and intercepted. picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. So his strong 1st half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Franks now. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. I think probably just trying to draw them off there. It didn't work. And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 43 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards. I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10". He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. Franks now to throw on first down. That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Our first down throw. Here's Franks. He'll dump this off to Akers.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll bring up a second down.
It's Franks now from the shotgun. That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On second down, here's Nwangu.
And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third.
They'll go right back to Nwangu.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And running with power here. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 19-yard line.
60 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Cook now off the read option. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On 1st and 10, Franks. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Slide for the PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. Nifty move. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 31, Jones. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I'd be less faith.
Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On first down, here's Franks. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Working out of the gun, Franks. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Franks looking to throw. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So nothing doing there, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Give left side here for Nwangu. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Pettis now from his end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Oh, and now some space to operate. There he goes, right side. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 16-yard line. 133 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw. Franks. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Franks. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On second down, it's Cook again.
Cook stripped. The ball's out. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Touchdown, Rams! Donovan Peoples-Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams take advantage of the turnover to put up 6.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
And he stopped immediately there.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. Yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Jacob Harris, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McLaughlin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the give is Nwangu. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, are they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like moving the ball, that things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Vikings, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.